Okay, Team Impact. If you're watching this, I believe it's Monday, January 8th. We are moving on to our next unit of expressions. A lot of algebra concepts in here. I think we're running a 2 hour delay schedule because we do have map testing today. But anyway, it's a good day to start this. We may utilize this video in class just depending on time and the tests and so on. I'm going to return today from the previous unit, unit 6. So let's get into it. Let's flip the page. And here we go, right? Expressions. First one up is exponents. Exponents, right? It says represent the area of each model in mathematical terms, right? So if we want to represent this, it's going to be 1, 2, 4 by 4. So 4 times 4 is 16, right? You know that, right? 3 and 3 is 3 times 3 is 9, right? And then finally we have 5 and 5, right? So 5 times 5 is 25. You see, when it's a square, we can count the side lengths, or when it's a rectangle, we can count the side lengths and just multiply them as factors and get a product, right? Okay. So let's talk about exponents, okay? The base, all right? The base is the number being multiplied. All right, the base. So example, this is read as 9 to the second power, right? 9 is the base. 6 to the fourth power. 6 is the base, all right? The exponent is going to tell us, all right, how many times to multiply the base by itself, right? Itself. So 3 to the fifth power is read as 3. All right, to the fifth power is 5 is the exponent. Right? 2 to the seventh power is 7 is the exponent. Any number raised to the second power is a special one. We can call that a square. Okay, square. So we could say that is 7 square. Or we can say 7 to the second power. Any number raised to the third power also has a special name, and it's called cubed. Cubed. So we could say 8 to the third power or 8 cubed. 8 cubed. Okay? So, pretty good start. Let's go ahead and write down our bases and our exponents. You can pause the video if you like and bang through that pretty quick. Oops, something has happened here. No. There we are. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I X'd off of a page which I needed here. Okay, so if you were paused, the base is 3, 4 is the exponent. 7 cubed is 7 to the third power. 9 square is 9 to the second power. And you're getting the idea here. 12 to the 0 power is that. And we'll talk about that later, right? Okay. So we can write this 3 different ways. We can write this as a power, right? We can write this as what they call a term, a base, or an exponent. So the base is 3, right? The term or power is 5 to the third power. When it's 19 square, the 19 is the base. There it is. 11 and 4 is 11 to the fourth power. And you can finish that up as you would like. This is 16 to the fourth power. This is 7 to the sixth power. And this is 4 to the 11th power. Pretty elementary stuff. Good. Okay, let's flip the page here. All right. Expanded form shows full multiplication of the base. So 6 to the third power can be written as 6 times 6 times 6. Right? 3 to the sixth power can be written as 3 times 6 And don't make the common mistake of saying that's 18 or this is 18. It's not. It's the base times itself. Okay? When a number is raised to a power, or when the number is simplified, then it is called standard form, right? The answer, it's standard form, as you're going to see this. Okay, and you're certainly, when they get big, you're certainly welcome to use your calculator, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute with your calculator. So if you haven't gotten it out, you might want to grab it and get it out. But 5 is 5 to the third power, or 5 cubed. Now, when numbers get bigger, and really you should probably know all of your squares and most of your cubes, but when they get a little bit bigger, there's no problem using a calculator, right? So if I want to show 5 to the third power, I'll hit 5. And we're going to use this button right here. I call this the arrow or the caret button. Just hit that. And it will put you in exponential form to the third power. Now you have to get out of that and hit enter. And that's 125. You'll see, right? Now we have to kind of work backwards. 36 is what we call a perfect square. And that means two numbers can be multiplied together to give it 6 squared. Okay. 7 cubed is 7 times 7 times 7. 7 sevens are 49, and 49 times 3, I think I can do that mentally, and get 343. Standard form or product, expanded form, exponential form. 9 to the first power is just 9, and that's 9, right? 4 cubed is 4 times 4 times 4, right? And again, if you're struggling with some of these, you can use your calculator, and let's use that one, right? Let's clear and hit 4 to the. When I say to the, I'm using that, and to the third power, and we find out that it's 64. Okay, so we can write that standard form down. 3 to the fourth power. Let's see if we can do this one. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3, I think, is 81. Uh-oh. What do we have going on here? We have two sets of different numbers. So we can show this also a little bit differently. Since I have two 2's, it would be written as 2 square. And since I have two 5's, we can write it as 5 square, right? And we could say 2 square is 4. 5 square is 25. 25 times 4 is 100, right? The order of operations says that we have to do our exponent before we will multiply. Let's try that again. 3 square times 6 square, right? So the numbers are getting a little bit bigger here. This is 9 times 36, right? 9 times 36, because 6 squares is 36. 9 times 36 is 324. So again, don't be afraid to or hesitate to use your calculator when the numbers get bigger. Just understand that we have expanded form, standard form, and exponential form. All right. All right. Last piece, 6 students were asked to write an expression that represents 576. We're going to get a product, a standard form, of determine which students completed the task correctly and find the mistakes of the other ones that did. Well, I know when we add, we're not getting there. And I know when I take that to the first power, all right, that's definitely going to be 1 because it's that number, right? Now we're just going to do a little bit of work here. 3 square is 9 plus 4 times to the third power, right? Well, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. That's nowhere near that, so that's out. Okay. Let's take a look at this, because this might solve our problem for these two, right? 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times to the third power, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4, and again, I'll just check it because I want to make sure that I'm right, is 64. So now, take 64 times 9. and you'll get 576. So that is 1. So 3 to the third power, no, it's 4 to the third power, so that's out. What about this one? 3 squared times 4. Yep, that works as well. So we got, I think it's a P, I guess Patel, Grace, and Thea. Okay. So just a little bit of both, calculator and not. All right, flip the page. Homework's pretty easy today. 1 through 7. Con is due Friday. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you when I see you.